Bismillah walhamdulillah. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Let's delve into the present tense verb, which in Arabic is known as mudari'. If you want any further information on it, it's covered in the book on page 175 in Arabic Tutor Volume 1. So originally we identified 6 bab forms that come into play when going from the past tense into the present tense. Remember we covered it with Sheikh when we were talking about the dictionary. It was nasara, fataha, daraba, sami'a, hasiba, and karuma. So we revisited these and we explored what happens to them in their present tense. Right? So verbs can be based into these groups based on how they look in their past tense and future tense. So if you have a verb that has 3 fathas, and then when it gets moved over into its mudari' form, the ayn kalima, right, the sad, which is our ayn kalima, the noon is our fa kalima, and the ra is our lam kalima. When it comes to the ayn kalima, it takes a dhamma, then it would be said it's on the pattern of nasara, or the bab of nasara. So an example of this could be kharaja, right? It has 3 fathas when it's in the past tense, kharaja, and then when you put it into the present tense, it becomes yakhruju. See, it follows that pattern, right? So this is just a way of classifying verbs, kind of separating them into what we call babs, categories or forms. So it would go like this: nasara, yansuru, see, gets a dhamma; fataha, yaftahu, gets a fatha; daraba, yadribu, gets a kasra; sami'a, which for its ayn kalima in the past has a kasra, when it goes into the present tense it becomes yasma'u, yasma'u. Then hasiba becomes yahsibu, karuma becomes yakrumu, right? Some people tend to get confused. They see that there's overlap here, like in the past tense where it has like 3 fathas, and then there's overlap here where there's a dhamma and there's a dhamma. Don't get confused by that. Just keep in mind that when you're considering a verb to be on a particular category or particular bab, it's based on how it looks in its past tense and then how it looks in its present tense. So while this may have a fatha in its ayn kalima and this may have a fatha in the ayn kalima, they're not a part of the same group, because when you take them into the present tense, they're different, right? So in the present tense, words on the pattern of nasara have 3 fathas, and then they get a dhamma on the ayn kalima in the present tense. Whereas fatha, it's 3 in the past tense for the fathas, and then for the mudari' it remains with a fatha on the ayn kalima, which is clearly different than nasara. Just a little small thing to keep in mind. So the only thing that change in terms of the bab that's different in the present tense is the ayn kalima, right? For the most part, they're following that same pattern of attaching a ya to the beginning, putting a sukoon on the second letter, and then when it comes to the third letter, which is our ayn kalima, it changes. It could be a, I, or u. So yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, and yaf'ulu. And the only way you're going to know what a verb looks like in the present tense is if you compare it to, if you figure out which one of these 6 categories it lies on, right? If you can figure out which category it's in, which the dictionary will tell you, then you can see how it looks in its present tense. Okay, rule. In Arabic, the present tense verb can also be used for the future. So when I say, let's see over here, yaftahu, which means he is opening, it's in the present tense, it can also mean he will open. It can also indicate the future. So really you're only going to know this through context. So here's the chart for all of the mudari', and it goes like this. Yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna, taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. See, so this one breaks the pattern. So for third person feminine, the first 2 had ta in the front, and then when it comes to plural, it jumps back to a ya. That tends to confuse a lot of people. Just keep that in mind. So it's taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna. And then for second person, it's pretty much identical to third person, except for the plural. So it becomes taftahu, taftahani, taftahuna, taftahuna, right? And the only way you're going to know the difference between third person and second person, singular and dual, is really just through context. So we hop into second person feminine and it becomes تفتحين, تفتحاني, تفتحنا, right? And then for first person, it's أفتح, you add the hamza on the front, and then for plural singular, it's نفتح. Sorry, plural first person, it's نفتح, which means we help or we will help. So see, all of them indicate future also. So you'll just have to know it through context. Yeah, same thing for سمع. So سمع becomes يسمع, يسمعان, يسمعون, تسمع, تسمعان, يسمعن, تسمع, تسمعان, تسمعون, تسمعين, تسمعان, تسمعن, أسمع, نسمع. And yeah, so that is the مضارع and the different forms that it takes on.